Hi ladies, it's Karen and I have an altered canvas to share with you, but first I wanted to show you the paper that I used on my canvas. This is a paper pad that I had purchased from Discount Paper Crafts using the gift card that I won from Miranda. She's Ms. Liberty 25, her giveaway. So this is one of the things that I picked out, and it's the new Prima Sunrise Sunset papers, and I'm just going to flip through them real quick, but they're beautiful papers. They have a lot of images of doilies and fabric and lace, a lot of beautiful images of lace, and the colors are so really beautiful. So I think this pad is just perfect for mixed media, and there's a nice vintage looking graph or ledger paper. This looks like a piece of material. I really think this is perfect for mixed media. It's got perfectly distressed edges in it. Look at those burnt colors, the oranges and the fire red, and then it's just so pretty. I'm really pleased that I picked this one out. And there's one that, you know, you could cut out the vintage looking images, and then this sheet which has all the images of the different types of lace. So pretty. So the two papers that I used from this stack are this one, which you can't really tell, but it looked like a piece of large doily, this whole sheet. And then this one looks like a piece of, what is that, chenille fabric, but it's really distressed and stuff. I hope you've seen this. Hard for me to tell. So this is the paper that I went with. So this is my canvas. Let me make sure I get it in frame here. Okay, so this is my altered canvas, and I'm really pleased with how it came out. It came out really shabby chic, which is strange for me because I'm not a shabby chic girl. But when you know, I knew what I wanted to do with this picture. So I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit so that you can see the details, and I'll tell you how I worked the canvas. There, I think that's good. Okay, so the first thing I did, it's an 8x10 canvas, and I believe it's one that Marcia had sent me, so thank you so much, Marcia. And the first thing I did was prepare it with my gellatos, and I went with colors that I knew would match the colors in this background here. You know, it's at night, but yet this fountain and stuff is lit up, and so is that lantern. So I wanted to go with those peach type of soft hues. So these are the colors that I used on my canvas. This is called Butter, really sweet yellow. This is a pink. I just used a very little bit of this. Whoops, and it's on the floor. And then this, I believe it's called Mango. And then this one. But primarily I used the gold, and this is metallic gold and the mango. And I kind of worked them in together. And that's how I prepared my canvas. And then I, you know, took my sheets of paper, which you'd have to really look for them now because they're all layered, and I tore them. And I also used, in addition to the Prima paper, which you could see underneath here, I also used vintage music sheets, if you could see behind the paste here and over here. And I also used vintage book pages, which, you know, you could see throughout, you know, in different areas. There's a lot of detail. So I just layered my Prima paper, and then layered my music paper and book pages. And I distressed the edges of all my paper very lightly with the Tim Holtz old paper distress ink. And I used the Oh, I didn't use Mod Podge. I used the collage. I didn't bring it out with me. I'm sorry, but it's like Mod Podge. And I adhered that to the canvas. And then I also used a lot of this Heidi Grace Color Shine, and it's the gold color, and this is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Comes on beautiful. It's just beautiful. So I used a lot of this throughout, and also my Clam Bake Beige Lindy Stamp Game. So so I used those. So I layered my papers, and then the first thing I did was add this lace here. So that lace is actually this this lace, and it's already gathered. So I just adhered it to the canvas in a circle like that, you see, on top of the papers and everything else. And I knew my photo was going to go in the middle. So that's that lace. And then there's a piece of doily from Julie, the paper bag lady, there, tucked under. This here is a piece of doily that I had gotten in a rack from Margaret. Thank you so much, Margaret. I'm still using all the little bits and pieces. So that's what that is. This here, I believe, is Prima lace that I had gotten at my local scrapbook store, and I just, you know, kind of bannered it over. Let's see, there's so much that I did. Oh, the stitching up here is actually a rub-on, and that's from Basic Gray, and I've had it for years and years. And then there's some more of that rub-on down here. I also did some white stitching rub-ons, and I'm going to lift this. If you can see that there, and up here. So that was a white rub-on. And then let's see, I'm so sorry. Oh, and then I started adding these rows of lace. So, you know, before I had any of this, just this lace and the doilies up, I started using rows of my lace. And I tried not to think too much about it, you know. I just tried to just go with what I knew I wanted to see. So I added this lace, and then this lace, and this lace, and there's a little Prima lace behind, and this one from Hobby Lobby, and then I added this one here, and the lace goes from about here all the way over, and then I used another little piece of this over here, and then oh, and then I used my modeling paste. I'm so sorry. I used these, and this is called the Mini Grandma's Doily from the Crafter's Workshop. Really sweet. And so I used that, and I used it here, and then again over here in the corner. And then because of the doilies and the fabric and everything, it was all raised, so I didn't want to put my photo on pop dots because it still wouldn't have been high enough. So I backed it with some chipboard, 2 pieces of chipboard, and you can see the dimension there. And I distressed the edges of my photo as well. And then I adhered my photo. And then I laid some burlap and some of these recollection leaves that look like this underneath here and here. Some more burlap here. I just started building my flowers on top of burlap and those leaves. And I wanted the leaves to show green, you know, to bring out all the pretty greens in that photo. So this is a Prima flower, and it's, I don't know what kind it is. It's from the All Natural pack, This is a Recollections flower, and this is another Recollections. This is one that Luisa Diaz had sent me. These smaller white ones are all I Am Roses. Then I have these little flowers layered in there, and these are from Joann's. If you could see, I tucked one here, I tucked one over here, inside there, so I tucked those in. And then this piece here is a Prima resin piece. It's one of the Shabby Chic treasures, and it's in the set that comes with the bench. I laid that on top of the lace, like above the lace. I stuck a piece of this doily here from the Paper Bag Lady kind of behind it. This resin piece is from Recollections, and it's Elizabeth had given it to me. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. It's beautiful, the package of those. And this is a charm, and it was silver, so I painted it gold with, or used my gold rub and buff on it. And then it was 2 gold, so I went over it with some gesso. What else? This little resin clock here is one that Lydia had created with her molds, and so I painted it, I sprayed it with my Heidi Grace stuff, and then went over it with gesso, and there's perfect pearls in the middle of it, or liquid pearls, it's called Petal Pink, in the middle there. Let's see, there's, in random places, there is a little bit of gold, like gold bling, sort of, like underneath here. And let's see, over here, there's a little gold bling. And over here underneath, I just wanted a little bit to come through. I put these little Recollections resin pieces as if they were holding that little banner of lace up. Let's see. Then I went over the whole thing with gesso to give it that washed look to it. And I think that's about it. Oh, I used this paper smooches that Wanda had given me in my Valentine's rack. And thank you so much, Wanda. You are so right about this stuff. It just gives such a beautiful shimmer to these flowers. So that's what, if that's the shimmer that you see, is that smooch stuff. So, and this, I added a piece of chain, and I adhered it under there, and then I hung, this is from the Zephyr collection, this vintage, Prima vintage trinket off of the white chain. I thought it came out really sweet. So let's see if you could see some of the detail again. I just thought it came out really cool. And I tucked these pearl beads inside here. Louisa had given me those as well. And you could see some of the paper underneath there. And, whoops, sorry, some of the paper underneath here. And underneath there. So it came out really cute, I think. Joe wants me to find a place so I could put it up. Which that in itself is a compliment. And when I showed it to Logan, he said, "Oh, wow." Which is much better than cool. So that's my altered canvas. And I'm really pleased with how it came out. I love that photo. So I'm glad I was able to create something that really enhanced that photo. So thanks so much for watching, ladies. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.